go, sweetie. That is much better, huh? Much better.
Spurs on today, so we'll see.
Oh, you have little spurs on. All is well. Yeah, that's right. He may not agree with that, but
I like it. I think it's delicious.
okay. So where do you want to start with? What is now? Are you? I forgot. Do you show him yet? No.
This will be the first year I get to show.
Okay. So what are we aiming for? What's our goal here?
First level with it.
Okay. So how are the lengthenings?
That's what, it's funny that you say that, because
Yeah.
I was going to say, can we work on those today?
Yeah. I think if that's your goal, then we need to see those because we never got to that.
No, and he tends to, again, talking about getting the trot to, like how we got it more cadence and relaxed yesterday.
Yeah.
Wanting to build the lengthening from there instead of all of a sudden now we're going.
Yeah. No. If you keep running him forward, he's not gonna understand that, or he can't do it that way anyway. So we need to give him a base to work from, huh? All right, but that we have to first warm him up a little. And then we'll see what we can get from him. Yeah, come on now. That kind of stuff we are not gonna have. Yeah, and Brandy, you can get after him about that and say, hey, get serious here. That's right. Good. Okay, that's an okay start. I think he got the message. All right, just move him on a little bit, and you've warmed him up some, huh? Okay. And I think yes, it does. But then because you are asking for a little bit more cadence. The whole problem is, like everything else, if you don't address the thing, the horse is not going to read your mind. No, that's not how it works, Brandy. No, so you actually have to have a plan when you get on. And you have to say, look, I'm going to produce whatever it is you want to improve. And then you have to ask for it in a way that the horse can absorb, and understand. That isn't happening, then you can go on and ride for your whole life, and the same thing is going to happen. So good. So now a little sitting trot, and then when your seat hits the saddle, you can ask for even more cadence. See, that's the great thing. You can get even more bounce out of that trot by just using your seat, and not the only time you use your leg is if he stops. Otherwise, your seat says, whoa, could you just trot a little bit slower and with a little more cadence and carry me a little bit more spring in your hind leg, and it'll come. And full halt. Well, that took for bloody ever. Could we stop a little sooner? And then he's behind the hand. And he should not stand like that and clap his teeth, because you can't go forward from there. Feel the connection. And now there you go. That's more like it. And now whoa, on the bit. Very good. Trot. Come. Right now. Good. Aha. There you go. Okay. Very steady in the connection. And use your seat. Make a little cadence. Create it. Create it. Have a little imagination. Come on, create that. That's it. Make the trot come closer to me. Trot a little slower. And imagine this getting a little bit bigger and rounder, huh? There you go. Yeah. And he does have a tiny bit more lift in his trot, which you first have to produce before you can get to the lengthenings. Otherwise, you will get a mad run on the forehand, and he will not get it, right?
Kind of what we've
Yeah, put him out again where you have him. Good. And no faster. And there is a little lift. You feel it? And that's fine. Good. And let me help you out a little bit with the whip too. So you can perhaps feel a little bit more of it, which you do have to create before you can keep the air time in the lengthening, because this is where it comes from. It comes from the trot that is both engaged and has a little more volume to it, huh? Shorten your reins. They're going to get too long when the horse gets shorter. Good. So you have to accommodate that. Now come to me with your right rein and just keep saying whoa with your seat. You keep saying whoa with your seat. Yep. And he's going to trot a little bit more behind. Feel it? Under your seat, there's more horse now, right? That's what you have to produce yourself. Come back here again. Close that right hand. Come. A little bit more. Slow him down with your seat. Feel that? Yeah. And there's even a little more. Now there's a limit to how much he can have, but I'm telling you, there's more than you think in here.
Yeah. It's been fun to...
Yeah, there's a different trot, right?
Yeah.
Now if you can maintain this trot and then get him to keep the same, now try a leg yield. Start from H and leg yield over to the center line and keep this cadence. Keep this cadence. Keep that trot. Keep that trot. Keep that trot. Feel it? That's it. Yeah, that's right. Good. And then straight. Well done. Done straight. That was so tiresome that he couldn't take it anymore. And turn left. And come again. No, the trot is going away. Keep that cadence trot and leg yield to the center line in that trot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good. Keep coming. Keep coming and go by me. He's seeing me here and going, I don't know about her. And turn right. And then leg yield to the left. Keep the cadence, Brandy. Right. Now leg yield to the right. To the right. Whoops. And forward and straight to the right. Keep the cadence. You got it. Yeah. Now the next thing you're going to do is that same leg yield towards the center line. But you're going to use it as a platform for the lengthening. So you're going to leg yield towards the center line again, and when you get to just the right feeling, you straighten him and you do give me 3 to 5 strides of a lengthened trot, not a faster trot. Keep that cadence. Position him slightly to the right. Look ahead. Good. Half halt left. Sit up. Sit up. When you feel he's ready, straighten him quick with the left rein and ask. And that's a normal reaction, okay? At first. Now we try again. Turn, and from H, you leg yield towards the center line, and you keep compacting him. You keep setting him up to his haunches. That's it. Compact him, and then quick, straighten him and lengthen. Don't use your whip, okay? It's all about your seat. It's all about your seat. And try again. Now he's misunderstanding this a bit. He thinks you want him to canter. You better be sitting straight and keep saying trot. If you're not saying trot with your seat bones and your legs, he will canter. No, we don't want canter. No, we don't want canter, right? Seat bones say trot, and they continue to say trot, just a little more actively, and straighten him and go. Trot. There, okay? And shorten him up again. But you have to be totally clear. He has not the slightest idea what we're doing, okay? If you're not clear, he's going to do whatever, and keep the whip away from it. Good. Yeah. And then straighten him and say, now go straight and continue in a big trot. Good. And bring him back. You only get 3 strides or something. That's all he can do right now. So don't keep going, bring him back. And leg yield. Good, leg yield, huh? Come, keep it up. And then quick straighten him, keep the trot, and ask him to lengthen. Go. Okay, and bring him back, and let him walk. So this is how you carefully have to guide him through it until he understands, A, it's not about canter, and B, that he does have the power to lengthen his stride from you helping him first to collect it. And you will get several benefits from the exercise. The leg yield is one with the collection, and then being able to stretch that top line of the horse as if he's a rubber band. You know, what you want is not speed or canter. You want just a longer stride with more volume in it. Just, you know, the scope of the stride is going to get larger, not smaller, and he's not going to speed up.
What was really helpful is when you were telling me do the leg yield from your seat. Like keep the trot.
Right, keep the trot the same, and what you get is not the leg yield from the seat. The leg yield is from the leg yield, hello? But the seat dictates the cadence. The cadence, it's all about seat, also in the passage. The legs cannot tell the horse to do a passage. You can beat on him all day and kick him, and he's not going to passage. He's going to run away. But it's the seat that says, oh, whoa, stay with me here. And the same thing here when you want to keep his cadence. That says to him, come on, bounce a little more from behind, lift me forward, and don't push me forward. You know, don't just run. Lift me. And then after a while the back starts to swing too, and the whole thing feels very organized and nice. And he can probably do a mini passage too, as long as he understands what you want. Now when you straighten him for the lengthening, you can straighten him towards F, or you can straighten him, you know, or you don't have to go down the center line. You just go to wherever, as soon as you pick the right moment, you'll feel that first big stride. And that's when it's going to be like, aha, that's what she wants.
There was one little stride over there.
That's right. Once or twice he took a longer stride and surprised himself. And then when you didn't correct him or you praised him, was like, maybe that's it. But he's going to have to repeat this until he understands that's it. He doesn't know that. Another way to do it is to go on the circle, do a shoulder in, part of the circle, then straighten him, go for a few strides on the circle line, bring him back. That can be a little harder for them to understand in the beginning, because then they really think you want them to canter.
Right.
That's why I started with the straight lines, but some horses do it better that way, because the shoulder in is even a little more effective to get the right lift and and engagement. Different things work on different horses. You know, they're not all the same. That's for sure. So you have to experiment and see what works for your horse. Okay, so what do you want to do next?
I would love to play again with doing the shoulder in and the haunches in, because I didn't, you know, we just started playing with the shoulder in with me personally with him, and then yesterday doing the haunches.
I think he's perfectly capable of that whole thing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so why not ask for it, you know?
And while you're here, you can, you know, make us do it correctly.
Of course. So shorten up the rein a little bit more. He's very good in the mouth right now. You know, he's soft in the mouth and he's tuned in, this horse. He wants to please. Just tell him what it is that will please you. So sitting trot, close your finger. Good. Round and sitting trot and mean it. No. No, that transition is no good. Transitions are the most important too. That was a good one. Now praise him. Okay? Picky you have to be. Transitions is the gateway to all the training. And it's the best of all the tools you have. So work on them. Forward and backwards. Back down transitions being the most difficult. There you go. Yeah, and a tiny bit more energy here, and that you just generally pop with the leg, and he will go, A little bit more forward into the hand, but he's totally obedient and waiting to see what you want here. Go. So shoulder in on the circle, and this is a difficult exercise, but it's a great way to introduce them because it's sort of an endless exercise. They don't know when it ends, and you can stop it when you want, and they don't try to run away and go to a certain spot when you can't do it anymore. Contact right, more, control the right shoulder, touch him with the left leg, little touch behind maybe, little touch, there you go, little touch behind, good, and then straighten him. And that was easy, and he's absolutely accommodating, isn't he? Just, oh, what do you want? I'll try to do that. It's difficult, but I don't care. Shoulder in again, with a good connection to the right, and good thigh on the left, little more left leg, bending, 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 let's go, come on. Yeah, that was me. That was the sound I made. Good. Again, a little bit more, right rein. Good. Yes, well done. And now haunches in. Now you slide your right leg back. You put a little more weight on your left big toe, and you bend him to the left. And he also has to look to the left, that's right. Right leg back, come on. We can do this, sit to the left, come along, good. Actually, it's quite good. Quite good. Praise him and straighten him and praise, praise, praise. Good. Very nice. Very nice, yeah. And you know, he's not stupid, this one. He learned this yesterday. So there, yeah, I got that. Shoulder in again. Yeah, start asking for the, this is quite nice. Yeah, 3 tracks, and he'll get so much stronger. This is the mother of all lateral exercises. This is the one that when you do it correctly is the most effective of all. And then hunches in, right leg slides back, put the weight on your big toe, right leg back, sit in the side, put the right leg back, bring the hunches in, and and again. No, this is a tough, good, very good. It's a tough exercise for him. It's not easy. Very good. But he bought right into it after that slight protest. Good, shoulder in, switch back and forth, otherwise it gets too exhausting. And the next time you're over here, now start the haunches in, just shift the weight of, see how easy that was? Perfect. And now keep that positioning and go to X. Do a haunches into X. Haunches into X. Try again. Good. Don't change, I don't know why you changed it. Haunches into X, don't change anything. Good. Keep going. And that's enough. Good, very good. Fine. That's a very lovely half pass there. Good job. And straight. And then stay on the circle down there and do a shoulder in right. Same exercise, different way, and they're always different one way from the other. There you go. Yeah, not bad, huh? Come on, put him into that left rein from the right leg. So this is more difficult. Keep asking. Keep asking. Good. There you go. Fine. Keep going. Yeah. There, good boy, huh? Left rein, super. Very good. And now haunches in. Slide your left, be careful because he thinks you want to canter now. Sit to the right seat, put your weight to the right, big toe and seat bone and thigh. Good. And bend, and bend, and bend, and bend, and go. And repeat the same thing again. Good. It's a little harder this way, huh? Keep going. Shoulder in on this part. Hunches in on the next part. And then do a little bit of a hunches in or traverse towards me here, which is exactly the same aids as the half pass. It is the same movement. Sit to the right seat bone, keep that left rein against his neck a little, positioning right, and come over here with that traverse. Good. That's right. Come, hold that left rein. We can do this. Good. Good. Very good. Keep going. Very good. Super, huh? Yeah, he's very smart, isn't he? Good. Now rising trot, let him stretch. That was a lot of weird exercises for him he's not used to, huh? Yeah, really let him stretch down and praise him. Yeah, Praise him plenty. That was excellent, actually. He was following absolutely, and then all of a sudden he had like a little, I can't really do this, this is too much. And then you said, no, try that again. Okay.
That's the nice thing about him.
It's just, oh, no, oh, yes, okay. Yeah. He absolutely thought it over. No doubt that he said to himself, how was that again? So when you started asking for it, it wasn't the first, he was familiar with the idea, with the concept. And that's why he bought into it so quickly today. But that's really an intelligent horse, huh? Good. Then walk. And let him come here. And we'll give him something. And then we'll think of something else to do. And he can do the good boy. He can do the whole same program at the canter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, what a fine horse. So smart. A lot of thinking going on in this little head, huh?
There's a lot of thinking going on.
Yeah, a lot of thinking.
There's a lot of thinking going on there.
Yes, very good.
Did you get a mint? Oh,
So cute. Yes, it's so
Oh,
cute.
you dropped your warmer.
Oh, can't have that. Gotta have that one. What? Oh, he's absolutely fun, huh? So after all that difficult trot work, we'll go to the canter.
And going off of what we started on yesterday with cancer, just working on getting him to slow down and keep the balance in a slower, more controlled.
Well, you have to teach him.
Right.
He doesn't know anything about balance at the canter. And he's fine. If you get off him, he can canter just fine.
Right.
He doesn't need any balancing. But with the rider, of course, it's a whole different story. So he needs to find out how to carry you in the canter, which is basically where he is right now. He's not so terribly comfortable with the rider on. And when you ask him to canter, he's going, oh, okay, what am I going to do with this weight on my back? And it's something you have, and the most important tool is the half halt. To say, come back, sit, and then as soon as you get a good reaction from that, we send him forward again. And you don't choke him with the half halt, you just say, try sitting for a second, and you like it better. You like the way it feels to carry me better. Right, but this you have to repeat 100,000 times, and then all of a sudden he will agree with you and say, this is easier. Okay, so we will now canter on, and hopefully on the bit. Yeah, he's thinking. That's it. And then hold that right. I don't know why you hold your whip at the end of it. It's not very effective. Okay. And then just lean it over your leg so it doesn't hit him by mistake. And then canter. Half halt. Hold. No, didn't like that transition, but keep going. So he understands we did want him to canter. Okay, and then slowly bring him back and make a better transition. And that, Brandy, has to be your MO. You cannot get them sloppy through the transitions because they learn that, he learns he can hop in the air there like a giraffe. He will do it every time. No, he has to be through. Good. Contact and left hip forward and stop looking at him. What are you looking at? Get your chin up. Good. There. Fault and feel it. No, then that was your fault. I saw what you turned him, you bent him the wrong way, and he was just being obedient, taking that lead. Okay, we'll let you go with that, but it's got to be quieter and rounder, because then the canter is better from the beginning. If you have a poor transition, then you have to fix it in the canter. Yeah, it's not so bad. It's fairly round. And now it's getting too rapid. Whoa, contact. Yeah, and then back to the canter again. And sit, don't post, sit. Yeah, no, sit and push him through that right rein. Come on, we can do this, good. That's right. Yeah, no faster. He speeds up eventually. He has a fairly good tempo when you first start. And then he gets faster and faster and faster and faster. Like, no, no, no. This is not barrel racing. Whoa, whoa. Contact right. Sit and push him together again. Slow. You see, when you first start the canter, the tempo for the first, so it's fine. And then somehow he picks up speed and starts to run. Now, contact right. No, he cannot flip his head. No, he cannot. Kick him left. Kick him left. Good. Yeah. And then hold that right rein. Good. Now praise him and go. Oops, sorry. He took his cross canter. I don't know why they ever want to do that. It's so uncomfortable looking. Good. Steady, outside rein. This is a better canter. Don't lose it now. Whoa. Come closer to me and canter smaller and a little bit rounder. Yeah, come on. Again, steady. Position him. Contact right. That was better. Now go for it. Good. Shorten your reins. Shorten your reins. Good. Without upsetting him. That's right. Now come closer. Come here. Canter around me in the little circle and don't run. Don't run. Don't run. Don't run. Come here. Closer. Right rein will move him here. And move your hips towards me a little bit and make him canter around here. Look at that. Good. Well done. Contact. Come on. Let's go. Outside rein in both legs. Yeah. Now take him out there and slow the whole thing down a little bit. That was hard enough to run around in here. Now, whoa, good. No faster. Come on, Brandy. Tempo, tempo, slower. Tempo, tempo, steadier. Good. Okay, now bring him back to the trot. Half halt, slow, and push him back into the trot. Don't pull him back, push him. Now trot, steady, round. Now slow this down and cadence it. A little bit, yeah, a little bit more. Keep your eye up. Eye up. Both legs, good. Chin up. All right, now do your transition again. This is a very important part of the whole thing, is the canter transition. You don't just toss him into the canter any which way. Contact, no. Okay, all right. That was one of the better ones, but he's still hollow. You feel that? Good. That was a little better. So let him canter once around the whole ring, so he doesn't get stuck on the circle here. Once around the whole ring, steady, and not running now. He's not going to run away. Whoa, whoa. He's not going to run away. That's it. Keep it under control. Pretty good. All right. Come into the corners. Keep it all under control. More half halts. I don't see you making enough half halts. Come on, when you think you need it or not. You got to have a way to discuss things with this horse, and it is the half halts. And if you just sit there like you're petrified, you can't discuss this with him. Half halts. Half halts. Whoa. Yeah, that's right. Talk to this horse. It doesn't matter if he gets a little mad. That was an okay transition back. Yes. Come on. Keep it up. You got it. You got it. You got it. Half halt right up. Outside rein. Good. No. No. Correct. Yeah. Hold on to that right rein and come. Now push. Now push. Now. Good girl. That was good riding. Steady outside rein. Now push him together again. And go back to your half halts. He's trying to say he doesn't need to listen to any of your crap while he's cantering, but you know, he doesn't understand that that's your way of communicating. Good. And back to the circle. Aha, that's right. He has to accept the fact that you say something while he's cantering and you don't just sit there like a passenger. Right. Good. That's it. This is pretty cool. Steady. And back once more to the canter from the trot. Round and on the outside rein. No, 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 no. Both legs on. Good. Steady. Very, yeah. Good. And go. And go. And go. Once more and a better down transition. And then he's a little bit tired, so we need to give him a short break. Contact, sitting, up, looking up, half halts, please. More of them. Yeah, that's too bad. He's going to have that he has to accept. There's no way he can be that upset about you trying to communicate. No. Good. Yeah, he just wants to be left alone so he can race around, totally out of control, but we can't let that happen. Good, and steady outside rein and back, oh, back round, back round, back round, back, contact right. Keep going, keep going. No, now he's totally impossible, so keep going. You got to get through this before we let him rest. That's fine. Yes.